Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nova War and LAGTV bringing you another Starcraft 2 commentary for the mid-level community. Before I start this game, stop what you're doing. Go, I don't care if you're drinking something, throw the cup down and go directly to www.d2dgamer.com. It is the place to be to keep up with everything that is LifeSAGlitchTV, and to also get in contact and talk with Jeff and I on a more personal basis beyond what we do on our comment sections of our videos. But enough of that stuff, let's get right into it. Today we are looking at a Terran, I almost said Protoss there, I've been casting a lot of Protoss. A Terran versus Zerg match. We're looking at Loco versus Steeze. Two very interesting names, but nevertheless, very standard openings happening as usual. We have a Zerg going for what looks to be maybe am I losing my mind right now? Why is his no what maybe I don't know how that worked, but anyway, it's probably going to be a 14 pool. I just lost my mind for a solid, I don't know, 10 seconds there. I apologize. It's been a long day. Barracks going down at the Terran base. While all this stuff is happening, because we know exactly what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about LifeSAGlitchTV and where it's going. We just passed 600 subscribers, and by the time I put this video up, we might even be at 700 subscribers or more. I can't stress to you how awesome that is, because you guys have been doing so much for us, and we love you guys, all of our viewers, for sending in all of that stuff. Our website is going very, very well. Thank you for asking. It is growing very steadily, although a lot of you guys are being very bad and going over there and checking it out, but not registering. And I want you all to register right now. But anyway, Loco, actually doing the smart thing here, trying to get rid of this SCV, but he is going to be taken out by that first Marine. But as you can see, a very fast expansion thrown down, and Loco says, "No, you killed my scout, why?" And Steeze laughs about it, because why not? But as you can see, expansion before the spawning pool, fast expand versus Terran has been a very common tactic now, and we've said it before, and I'll say it one more time, and that is because after that update, Supply Depot had to happen before Barracks, and so now Zerg does not have to worry about such an early push or as much cheese from the Terran player, and so they can afford to go and do that early expansion. As you can see, Loco now has his spawning pool up. He is focusing again on his economy, and over here, Steeze is not doing anything out of the ordinary, simply building up his barracks, walling in like any good Terran does, and pumping out his first Marauder. Something I also want to point out for some of you lower level Terran players is that he pumped out his mule after his orbital command finished. A lot of you guys I've seen, and oh, that's 3 games in a row. I almost forgot about that, and you guys are waiting. You're waiting to catch me off guard, aren't you? There's your production tab. But anyway, like I was saying, a lot of you lower level Terrans tend to use your scan as soon as you have enough charge to scout out the base. Scan is not, that important or like that vital to use this early in the match. Really, you can do the exact same amount of scouting with one unit, particularly a SCV, and really use it to bring down that mule. As you can see, concussive shells. Man, I can't talk or do anything properly at this point in the night. Has just finished, and good timing as he makes his first little attack, and these Zerglings are going to go down fairly handily as he micros. Look at that. Good job backing up and turning around and microing those Zerglings before they have speed. Up here, Logo. Really, you guys, somebody's going to tear me wide open for this match. Pumping out a whole whack of Zerglings to take on this force. Very good idea. This Overlord needs to get out of there, but very good idea to get Zerglings, because as we can see, and as Loco had seen, is that Steeze is getting a whole lot of Marauder. Now, Marauder are fantastic units and a mainstay for all Terran players, but against a lot of light armored units, Marauders aren't particularly that good. Especially if you have a whole lot of Zerglings, because Zerglings are just going to surround them and get rid of them very, very quickly. So good on Loco for making that distinction. As you can see, a couple of spine crawlers going down to help him defend this very vital secondary hatchery, and spreading the creep between the bases is absolutely essential. Not a lot of players are doing this as Zerg at lower levels, and you should definitely do this and keep it in the back of your mind. Queens can be a great defense against a lot of things. Maybe not Marauders, but in general, let's say you were going to get Banshee harassed. You can do a lot of your defending with Queens, but it is vital to have your expansion and your main connected by creep so that your Queens can adequately move between bases very, very quickly and be useful in that defense scenario. As you can see, Loco building up his overlords, making sure he is not being too supply blocked, although I think he was not long ago. And oh, look at this, while I talk in Babylon, we have a bit of a battle situation, and look at that, beautiful decision by Loco to get out of there. He noticed that he could not get the surround on those Marauders and got out of there. Otherwise, those Zerglings would have been going down. And look at this, we have quite a number of Zerglings now. Just an absolutely huge force of Zerglings. And if these Marauders aren't careful and get surrounded, they're going to be taken out very handily. But back at Steeze's base, while this battle is going on, I'll take a look. He's going to get out of there because, again, can't get the surround. Very smart move by Loco. As we can see, he is not building too much. He is focusing on his micro so much that he's losing his macro a bit. And here comes a couple of air support units. We have a medic and a Viking to help out the crowd. And look at this. Factory coming across. Not sure if what this is going to be for. Perhaps it's going to be used to scout out later on. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he's going to try and build some tank or something and bring them over. And as you can see, Loco saying, finally, not a scrub, you actually micro. You know, it is, at these levels, kind of uncommon to see good micro from players. They kind of just send their units in and just go gung-ho, and they go absolutely Rambo in there and then just cross their fingers and hope for the best. But as you've seen, both players in this game so far have been very consciously aware of their unit positioning. If a Zergling cannot surround these Marauders, they're going to get killed. What is he saying here? I'm on a 10-game win streak because everyone's forgot to put up their early supply depots. That's very true. Supply blocking is a major problem at this level of play. No question about it. But as we see now, we have a couple of Viking and a medevac to help out with these Marauders. But you know what? As Loco pushes out here, these Zerglings still very much favored against these Marauders, especially if they can get the surround. And as you can see, back here at base Steeze, still not producing a whole lot of probes, or not probes, sorry, a whole lot of SCVs. And here's the attack, and oh, look at that, the Zerglings are getting a good surround on a lot of these Marauders, and as I said, look at them all go down, one after the other, and there's not a whole lot even this medevac can do, and then they all go down, and Loco is safe once again. At this point, I expect a Spire to be going up, or it is already up. Very nice. See, what Loco is doing is he's taking advantage of the fact that Steeze is just absolutely, and he's still absolutely dependent on these Marauders. He is absolutely hell-bent on doing a Marauder Viking. I'm assuming the Viking is supposed to be his air support in case of a Muta attack. But as you can see, look at this, we have Ling Speed, and we're going to go up here and poke our head around and see what's going on. And as this happens, here's the Scout factory, which is probably going to be taken out by these Mutalisk. Very nice. We have a whole bunch of Mutalisk. This is going to mean very, very bad things for Steeze if he cannot get out of this Marauder build that he's doing right now. Marines against Muta, very effective. He still doesn't have Stim Pack. Should definitely have Stim Pack by now. Should have Stim Pack and Marines. If he has Stim Pack and Marines, he is going to survive this attack. If he does not, then there is no way he's going to defend this. This is too many Mutalisks for those Vikings to handle. And as you can see, he's taking out this factory right now. And these Zerglings are going to absolutely, with speed especially, absolutely tear through these Marauders. There's nothing this Marauders are going to be able to do. And as we can see now, those Steeze being wise about it and saying, okay, I'm getting very low on minerals. It's almost 15 minutes into the game. Maybe I should pick up the expansion pace. And as you see here, we're moving out, and he's going to try and make another attack. Definitely don't agree with it. That is not a force that's going to do anything. If he should be realizing that, hey, you know, that Zerg has had an expansion for a long time. He has definitely got the economic advantage. If we look at this, it is a huge economic advantage. And look at this army difference, folks. Huge army advantage for the Zerg player. Higher APM, of course. And here we go. These are going to absolutely destroy all of these Vikings. There's no way there was a big enough force. And as I said, these Marauders just not good enough to take out those Zerglings, especially with the surround. At this point, what can Steeze do? Well, he can't do a whole lot. He's built up a bunch of missile turrets, which will help him a little bit, but really at this point in time, we're just going to see a Baneling bust of this wall, and it's probably going to be game over for Steeze. What could Steeze have done? Well, now that he's decided to get infantry armor, I don't know why that's not going to do a whole lot. And look at this, he's coming in, trying to build up as strong of a wall as humanly possible, but that's not going to do it. These are just going to tear through this wall. And he's going to walk up here. Loco's just going to walk in here very quickly and take out all of this stuff with ease and back it up with these Mutalisks. But what could Steeze have done? You know, Steeze is probably thinking, holy crap, I had all of these Marauder. I had Viking to back up to get rid of those Mutalisks. I was being fairly proficient, and as he brings in his SCVs, getting a little desperate. I was being fairly efficient, you know, with using my money and everything. What could I have possibly done against what some people are still calling Zerg cheese with this Muta and Zergling combination? Well, like I said before, a bunch of Marines with stim would have done a great amount of good against these Mutalisk. Unfortunately, he didn't get that, and I'm not going to talk too much more about that because I've said pretty much all I have to say about it. But ladies and gentlemen, very good match. Good job by Loco. Good job getting that quick expansion, taking advantage, realizing that his opponent was going to stick with Marauder, and really there was no better combination I could think of than Mutalisk and Zerglings to take that whole bunch of Marauder out. But excellent job with the expansion, with the defense, all on Loco. Good job, buddy. Keep sending in replays, ladies and gentlemen. Keep thumbing us up. Keep coming around and seeing our videos, and go check out that website, www.d2dgamer.com. This has been Nova War with LAGTV, signing out. Peace.